From Fox 5 News, it's time for more Good Day New York.
10 restaurants that changed America. Right there, Rosanna, by Paul Freedman and Danny Meyer. Let's go through some of them. Number 1, Fresco by Scotto.
That is not on the list.
Not on the list. Sorry about that. Number 2, we have Greg and Rose.
Not on the list.
In fact, the authorities shut that place down. All right, number 3, please, I hope it's on the list. White Castle. No, it's not. What kind of list is this? Actually, it's a very serious book about the contributions from 10 iconic restaurants. Places like Antoine's,
Sylvia's,
and Howard Johnson's, believe it or not, is on the list.
Oh, my goodness. Danny Meyer wrote the foreword to the book, and, of course, Paul Freedman wrote the book. Nice to have you both here.
Great to be here.
So you asked Danny to write the foreword, and you don't include Union Square, which I think was a life changer in Union Square. I mean, it revitalized that whole area. Sorry, Danny. Hate to bring it up right at the very first question.
If I was going to do the 10 restaurants that are changing America now,
yes,
not only would Union Square be on it, but Shake Shack as well.
There you go. Okay.
Shake Shack. We're going to talk to you about the lines outside of your restaurant.
I think Paul picked restaurants that are seminal, and if you made the list of 10, you are a restaurant without which none of the rest of us ever would have been able to come up with the ideas we came up with.
That makes sense.
I
By the way,
have to say, some of them are really iconic restaurants, especially here in New York. Sylvia's, right?
And Delmonico's. Is this Delmonico's on the cover?
That's right.
This is one of the oldest restaurants, I believe, in America. Tell us about the contribution of Delmonico's.
A couple of things. It's the oldest restaurant in the sense of gracious atmosphere, large menu, place that people actually wanted to go, not just convenience, you know, like, oh, I'm hungry, I'll need to have something to eat. It also blended French food, high-end international French food, and American food.
And did they drop off some food, by the way? Did Delmonico's bring something today?
That looks pretty yummy.
Baked Alaska, which they invented.
Oh, they did.
The
I didn't know
original
that.
name was Alaska, Florida, because it's both hot and cold. Cold on the inside, ice cream. Hot on the outside, a meringue.
Yeah, there we go.
And lobster Newburgh.
And lobster Newburgh, another invention of theirs.
Wow.
So they're high-end, gracious, inventive, and they totally dominated
The
American
other thing that
dining.
Delmonico's did beautifully in New York City was to constantly pioneer new neighborhoods. And as a matter of fact, we never would have gone to Madison Square Park in the first place back in 1998, which led to the first Shake Shack, if it had not been reading a book called The Alienist, talking about Delmonico's moving all the way up to Madison Square Park.
Caleb Carr.
You got it.
And Commissioner Roosevelt loved to go to Delmonico's. Good. I love it. I love it.
By the way, Sylvia's was one of those places that really put, you know, Harlem on the map with the delicious food. And now you think about all these great restaurants that are going up to Harlem.
And look how many people are talking about fried chicken today as if it's a new thing. Sylvia's has been doing that forever.
And that represents not only Harlem and Sylvia's, but African-American and Southern cuisine and their influence on America.
All right. They really did change the industry. I want to get down, if you don't mind, to
Howard Johnson.
Howard Johnson's.
Hojo's.
Now, how did Howard Johnson's really change the eating game? I'll start with you.
Paul?
Pretty easy. This book is about the 10 most influential restaurants, not necessarily those that had the absolutely best food. Howard Johnson's had nice food, middle-class food, pioneered roadside food, pioneered franchising, and coast-to-coast chains. You could not have McDonald's or Burger King without Howard Johnson.
I have to say, you know, when we were moving upstate and my family bought a house up there, we would always go to the Howard Johnson's in Kingston. And we loved it. It was so good. The food, I don't know what, it just felt good.
If you were a kid, that's part of your memory. And the food is part of the memory, but the atmosphere and the experience.
Nickname Hojo's, by the way. Hojo's.
Correct.
What's this stuff?
By the way, this is going to be a new place that Danny Meyer is opening up. We're very excited. What's it called?
So this is going to be called Daily Provisions, and it's going to be right next door to the brand new Union Square Cafe opening this fall.
Daily Provisions.
I want you to try one of those, and this is going to be...
I've already had 3.
Stop it.
Those are crullers, maple crullers.
Oh my goodness.
They're tiny, but
they're warm still.
Pack a wallop. I want you to try that right now.
When is Union Square
really good.
opening, by the way?
Oh, it can't be soon enough for me, Rosanna. I'm going to guess it's going to be in about a month or so.
So it's
something like
Park
that.
Avenue South, the old City Crab.
The old City Crab, and then right next door to City Crab was a place called Duke's, a little barbecue joint. That's what Daily Provisions will inhabit.
And so it's open breakfast, lunch, and dinner?
Daily Provisions will be open for breakfast and lunch, and it'll be a dinner party every night.
The name of the book is 10 Restaurants That Changed America. Paul and Danny, thank you. Stand by. I'm going to give you a hard time about the lines outside the Shake Shack. Don't go anywhere.
Thanks.
Danny Meyer, congratulations on all your success. As we see, no Shake Shack in America does not have about 80 people sitting in line right out in front. And they're all out there for the best hamburgers, arguably, in the world.
We're doing everything we can to make the next edition of Paul's book.
There you go. Have a good day,
Give
New
them
York.
away.
The conversation continues online.